I often say it's very good, it's very amazing. So there are many words we can
Mm,
replace. The basic things. I am not asking about the vocabulary, which is really advanced, because but
yes.
there are few things which we can enhance just switching one simple word. So that's
Synonyms.
what I want.
His
Yeah.
articulation, his tone, his way of expressing things. So that is different. That is something.
Have you heard Arnab Goswami
Yes.
in the news? And I used to watch him a lot. I used to feel fascinated just by listening to him. I used to feel that I should also speak like him. He's so fluent, so frequent, and the aggression he speaks during debates. So
Yeah.
during deb
And
oh wow.
recently, I think I've been watching a lot of Palki Sharma's videos. As such, but the way she frames questions, I feel it's pretty much unique. It's not something that I've heard over happy. It has n number of words. The list said elated is there. There's another word called jovial, glad, delighted,
Delightful.
joyful. So like, you when somebody asks you how was your day or how are you doing, I'm on cloud nine and completely drained out today. Or you can say I
Wow.
have no fuel left in my body. I need to take some rest.
Wow. This is definitely, and even I will definitely use one or two in the next session.
Yes. Yes, exactly. First thing is confidence. Without confidence, there's no point in learning the whole thing itself. Second comes fluency. If I have not went through it, there's no point in telling my learners that you can do this, you
Exactly.
can do that. Hello, good evening.
Very good evening. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for asking. How are you doing?
Same, I'm also doing good.
Yes. How was your work going? All good?
Everything is going great except a few things which happened just now. Actually, I booked the session at 4:30. I thought that my son would be sleeping at that time, but unfortunately today he was not. And he was crying really bad when I come upstairs, when I came upstairs to attend this hearing
Oh.
in my bedroom. So he was crying. So I was on the stairs and I was like hearing whether he's calm or not. So once he stopped crying, then I only calm.
Oh my God. So you gave him to somebody?
My mother-in-law is there.
Okay, okay. So how old is your son?
2 years old.
Oh, he's small. Oh God. That would have been very devastating for you to leave him like
Yeah,
that and come.
so I was like really enthusiastic about the session with you because I feel that you have good energy. You always bring on the table. So I was
Oh
really
my God.
excited. I was have even I had a few plans that I would like to discuss with you, but because of this scenario, I forgot everything.
It's okay. It's okay. Let's see how we
Yeah.
can freshen up the mood. Right. Yes. So you had something in your mind. Do you still have it in your mind or it just gone away with the
I
wind?
do have a few things that I just want to ask you that while we are conversing with each other, I would like you to notice me that how am I speaking, and then you can give me few sentences, just the modified version of them, because I know that I speak very basic one. The sentence
Mm-hmm.
formation is really basic. So I want
Okay.
you to modify a few sentences so that I can get to know about my things.
Okay, okay. I'll try to do that. I'm not giving you assurance for it because it needs a lot of brainstorming at that time. So let's
Right.
see how we can go with that. If I'm able to do it, I'll definitely help you with that.
That's
But if I'm
great.
not that sure about it, I wouldn't go with that because I don't think that is right from my side to tell you what is wrong. So let's see.
Okay,
Okay?
let's try.
Yeah. Okay. So you have sentences in your mind or you just want to have casual conversation along with that you just want to bring it up.
Just want to have a casual conversation, and I would
Okay.
try to speak sentence nicely. I would try to form them properly, but still, if I am not able to
Okay.
do that, you have to rectify.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yes. But in most of the sentences, it's good if you have it simple rather than complicating it. Right. So
I
if
got
you
to
feel
learn it.
some sentences are pretty much okay if it's very simple because you
Hmm.
should know your audience when you're speaking. Right. Especially since you're a YouTuber, you upload videos, you should get to know your audience and accordingly you should brush up your level of English because
So,
there would be different category of learners or viewers for you who would be good with the language who just wants to build up their language a bit more, a certain category of people who's just trying to adjust with your language, who's trying to be or try to speak like you do, And there would be another category of people who would just understand basic words from your sentences. So, in a nutshell, it's always good to know your audience. If it's a mixed category, always go with simple language because it's understandable for everybody. Right.
Yeah, I
But
agree with you.
yes, but since you are also looking to improve your language, you can do it on both. Be in a fluent or effluent manner, but at the same time, you should lower it a little bit. Try to stand in between.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying. I don't know why, but I feel that I'm really the basic person. I speak very simple and basic English. So even
Mhm.
my audience, they come to me and tell me many times that Karishma ma'am, you should now improve the level of your speaking and you should inculcate few good vocabularies and all. That's why I feel that inspired, like, okay, let me do it for
Mhm.
them. So that's how
Mhm.
I have this desire to improve myself.
To go on another level, right?
Right.
Yes. So I don't know why people are so keen on vocabulary. What kind of vocabulary are they talking about? Just try, ask them to be very clear about the kind
Decent
of vocab.
words, the decent words, like I often say, it's very good, it's very amazing. So there are many words we
Mm,
can replace. The basic things. I am not asking about the vocabulary, which is really advanced, because I really know my audience and they are on intermediate level. So, but
yes.
there are few things which we can enhance just by putting or switching one simple word. So that's
Synonyms.
what I want. Yeah,
So synonyms are a very good way of improving your language, right? So that's why I ask in particular, what kind of vocabulary are you looking for? Because some would want vocabulary which has Shashi Tharoor level of vocabulary.
I don't want that.
Right. But then when you have a keen look onto the way he speaks, he's also using simple language to an extent. It's just that his way of expressing thing is different.
Different.
That's it. Shashidharu's language is not difficult. It's only difficult when he spurts out certain words which are very unfamiliar to us.
Very unfamiliar, but he usually
Right.
do that.
Yeah, most of it. But
Most of
there are interviews where he uses very simple language, but you become awestruck by the way he speaks, the way
really.
he expresses things, his
Yeah.
articulation, his tone, his way of expressing things. So that is different. That is something that is unique in him.
So
Not only vocabulary.
have you heard Arnab Goswami?
Yes.
How do you like him? I even like I was a huge fan of him. Like
Mm.
it's been a few years that I've stopped watching him. But earlier, when he was regular on TV, before starting his own channel, that Republic India, he used to come in the news, and I used to watch him a lot. I used to feel fascinated just by listening to him. I used to feel that I should also speak like him. He's so fluent, so frequent, and the aggression he speaks during debates. So
Yeah.
during debates, the aggression and the English language is, I love it. I love it.
Mhm. The way he expresses it, right?
The way he
His
expresses very
expressiveness is
confidently.
very good, very confidently, very
Very
true.
confident.
I do like him. I do like the way he speaks, but I don't know, for some reason I'm always having an inclination towards Shashi Tharoor no matter what. And
Oh wow.
recently, I think I've been watching a lot of Palki Sharma's videos.
Me too.
Yeah, so I like the way she asks questions, not her language as such, but the way she frames questions. I feel it's pretty much unique. It's not something that I've heard over a lot, over a lot of period of time. But then her language is also good. The fluency, her vocabulary is good. So, like you said, she uses different words. It's not the commonly used ones, but
Right.
different ones. But more predominantly, I like the way she frames questions when
Mm,
she
right.
asks in an interview, and the way she backfires people when they talk about India, as in general, especially I
Right.
think towards the Britishers. When we had that rocket thing happened, when the satellite was sent, there was a lot of people, British channels which said that India had taken a lot of money from us, and then but then the way she backfires
Correct.
them, it literally gave a shrill to my body. So I
Mm,
think that's one good thing that you can inculcate from her, right?
right. Are you all
I'm sorry.
right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I just get that because I'm allergic to dust.
Okay.
So yeah, my eyes become watery. My sound goes low, so it's sometimes very bad. The cough doesn't stop. Yeah, but
Okay,
I'm
so
fine.
it's
It's a
because of
natural
dust,
thing.
not because of weather.
No, no, no. It's because of dust. Weather, I'm totally fine. I love cold weather. I
Okay,
am a very, a person who feels hot very fast.
okay,
Even if the climate is pretty cold, I don't get, cold very fast. I become
okay. So,
hot. Like if somebody touches my body, it's fully hot all the time. It's like, that temperature.
so here in Gurgaon, weather has suddenly changed. Like two
Yeah.
2 days ago, I was using AC like during nights, but now I'm not even using fan. It's suddenly
Become cold, right?
yeah.
Actually, weather conditions are really bad if there's a
Mm.
drastic change, when it's hot on a particular day, next day it starts raining, or next day it becomes
Yeah.
chilly. It's not good for our health also
Yeah, it's affecting
because
children's health especially because my younger one, he
exactly.
is also suffers with the nose running and cough
Mm,
uh, because of the weather.
yeah. Yeah, my sister's son also, he's also 2 years old. My
Okay.
elder sister's child. So he was also going through a rough patch for the past few days. He was having fever, his breathing was not proper, cold. So yeah, when it comes to small children, we become even more tensed because
Right.
they're not able to communicate what they're going through properly, right? So
Right.
yeah, I was also away, so I was also not feeling good because when he's near me, then I'm fine. But it's always the same because you become very attached to your sister's son or daughter
Right. Right.
because
That's true.
that's like your first child
First
because
child, exactly.
you've not had a child yet. So that becomes, he becomes my first child,
First
and they
child,
are
right.
also very attached to us because they see as, Masi. So
That's
I'm also
true.
very attached to him. So, it becomes very frustrating when he's not there next to me. So
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
he's better now, but then yeah, still you would want to see him. So I'm going tomorrow. I want to see
Okay.
him no matter what. So I'm just going off to my house tomorrow.
Wow.
Right. So your son is doing okay now?
He's okay. It's a little bit cough cold. I don't give him any kind of medicines. I try to avoid doing it, giving them.
Mm-hmm.
It's because only 3, 4 days after that he'll be normal after that.
Mm.
I know that.
Maybe it's because of the weather condition, right?
I use
Keeps
hot
changing.
water. Yeah, for drinking, I just replace the normal water into lukewarm water, you can say that. And then I
Yes.
start giving what do we turmeric, mixing into
Mm-hmm.
milk, and he likes
Okay.
that. Honey, jaggery. These are the natural methods which I usually use.
Okay, you
And
give him.
one more remedy is there that we can put what do we call garlic? Yeah, garlic into oil and then hot a little bit hot oil. We have to massage or rub onto their feet, so it
Okay.
helps them to get relief soon. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, because small children, they're not very immune, right? They're just in the process of taking all the injections. So
Yes.
it is difficult for them.
Right. Right.
Right. Yes, exactly. Okay, so the vocabulary that you were mentioning about synonyms, right? I think that's a very good way to improve your vocabulary. Like you said, I'm feeling good or I am happy. Those
I'm
are the
elated.
common.
I'm delighted.
Yeah. But
Recently, I
even
learned.
yeah, even though we know those words, it's very rare that we use it. Okay. And especially the word happy, it has n number of words. The list goes
Right.
on and on. Even I don't know the complete, the full words which is
Person.
related to happy. So like you said, elated is there. There's another word called jovial.
Jovial. Yes.
Yeah. Glad, delighted,
Delighted.
joyful. So like, now itself I got 5 words for happy. It
Right.
goes. So the thing that you have to do is that it's not easy to grasp words.
Hmm.
You need to consciously use first to make it unconsciously used. So the thing that you have to do is that try to get a grasp of the words which are related to the synonyms, and then try applying it on a daily basis. Try making sentences with it inside your head, and then eventually when you feel like there's a situation that's upcoming, try to consciously put it. Make them feel that you've put it because you've learned it.
Right.
Right. So then it becomes a habit, and then you'll take it into your daily life action. Right.
Right.
It's like small children when they learn something for the first time, they want to show you that they've learned it, and they want to show how they've learned it also, right?
Right.
And then eventually when they get used to it, they'll be like, yeah, it's something that I do every day. Why should I show it all the time? So that's how you should treat vocabulary also. You need to show it first so that you will also feel that, okay, I'm showing it. But then eventually, after you get a grasp of it, then you'll use it in like a daily life situation. Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I'll tell you another synonym which you can use. You, when somebody asks you how was your day or how are you doing, you automatically have, either you would say I'm feeling very tired, or you would say the day went okay or good. So instead, if it was a very happy day, or if you have some good news to tell somebody, you can always say I'm on cloud 9 today. You can just
Okay.
start a conversation like that. I'm on cloud 9, and then narrate what happened. That's a
Right.
good way
Right.
to start things when you're feeling happy. But then at the same time, if your work was too hectic, if your mind is not doing good, you'll obviously have a grumpy face. Everything around you would feel like you want to kill them. That's the attitude you would have. So at that time you always use I'm very tired today. Instead, you can use I'm exhausted. Now exhausted is also coming to a commonly used word.
Right. That's true.
Right, most of
Right.
them use it. So
Right.
I found two other alternatives for that. One
What?
is I'm burnt out.
I'm burnt out. Yes, I've
Yeah.
heard it.
The second one is I'm drained out.
I'm drained out. Yeah.
Yeah. Or I'm low on energy. The meaning is same. The meaning is that you don't have energy left. You're done for the day. So to say that in a better way, when you frame it, that's the thing that you asked, if I'm not wrong. The way you frame sentence, it can be made
Right.
different. Right.
Right.
So when
Right.
somebody asks you, always you say I'm tired, I'm exhausted. Instead, you can say I'm completely drained out today. Or you can say I
Right.
have no fuel left in my body. I need to take some rest.
Right. This is what I
Right.
want to know because these are
Exactly.
sounding like the advanced, but they are very simple,
There is easy to understand. See,
easy to
when
understand.
when do you go out of fuel? When your car goes out of fuel, you have to put in more fuel. So that means
Right.
your car is tired, it needs some rest, but at the same time it needs energy. So to
Right.
refill your energy, you put more fuel. The same way. So people can connect things if we sound like this. I'm drained out also is the same. Drained out means you don't have water left. You need some water because you feel dry, you feel dehydrated at that time. Same.
Right.
Burnt out means if you're burning something, if it goes out, that means it is done. You can't do anything else on it. But
Yeah.
you add more papers to it and then you put fire, it comes back to the sense again. Right.
Mm.
So use words which people can relate, which makes sense, but you're using it in a different manner.
Right.
Right. Yes. Were you able to follow?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes. Okay. So you can take home some words today, right?
Definitely, and even I will definitely use one or two in the next session.
Yes. Yes, exactly. So that's another point. When you are learning something, especially vocabulary. Say for example, you've decided to learn vocabulary. The thing that most of the people do is that take a book, they'll write, okay, today I'm going to learn 10 words. Okay, today I'm going to learn 15 words. Don't ever do that. Because first thing I'll tell you, your brain needs time to process new things. Okay, so if especially if you're planning to learn English, you need to tell your brain that okay, I'm going to do this, so I'm going to take small steps, and then eventually I'll go on to the higher side. A very good example for that is math. I don't know if I've said this example. When you're learning maths, you don't directly jump onto geometry or algebra, trigonometry or anything. How do you do? You start with numbers, then you go on
Some-
addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. So it's like a slow step. You go on to the higher altitude until till you after you get the base.
Right.
So that's the same thing with vocabulary also. Don't try to put everything inside your head. See, I told you a number of words. Don't try to put everything inside your head. Take one from each. Say, if you want to say I'm tired, you can use any one. I'm burnt out or I'm drained out. If you want to say you're happy, you can either use I'm on cloud nine today, or you can also use other words elated, jovial, joyful, glad, whatsoever. Three words enough for today. Not more than that. After you feel like you've used all those three words, then go on to the next part of it. Right. Let this be a slow process. Since your language is fine, okay, you don't have much problems. If you feel like you're having grammatical mistakes also, it would be minor. It wouldn't be major. Because you itself can see the difference that you had from before and now. You have a
Right.
very different stage that you're going through right now,
Right.
comparing, right? So in that case, that means you had progress throughout your journey. So eventually, vocabulary is also something like that. It is a journey. And that's the last part of becoming fluent. So it
Yeah, I
takes
think
much
before
more
that,
time.
person should be accurate in framing normal sentences or with the grammar, and then they
Mm,
can include good number of vocabularies. That is true.
exactly,
Because until you
exactly,
are speaking correct English, there is no use of using those hi-fi vocabularies or fancy vocabularies. So I think you should
exactly.
accurate first. That I understand.
Yes. So there is a step that I always tell my learners. First thing is confidence. Without confidence, there's no point in learning the whole thing itself. Because only if you have confidence, there's point in speaking. If you
Right.
go in front of somebody and be like shivering, you can't speak a single word, then what's the point? No.
Right.
So build confidence first, no matter what. That's the first key to learning any language, not only English, any
Mm.
language, if you're planning to. Second comes fluency. Inside fluency comes your grammar, your tone, intonation, your way of speaking, your expression, everything comes that. And at the last comes your vocabulary. So till fluency, it's gonna go good. You'll be like, oh,
Right.
this is pretty okay, this is pretty. But the moment somebody tells you have to enrich your vocabulary, that becomes another task.
Right. Something
Right. And
happens.
I think that's the stage which you're going through.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, vocabulary. So do this. Try doing. Everything is a trial and error method. Okay. So
Right.
try doing this and tell me how it works. If not, we look on to something else. There's always room for improvement and there's always a lot of solution for the problems. Right.
Right.
But
Right.
I tell only things which I've experienced. I don't tell things just for the sake of telling. These things are the things that I've experienced. And I can literally take tips from other people and then just put it out here. I don't do that because if I have not went through it, there's no point in telling my learners that you can do this, you
Exactly.
can do that. Right. So I need to
Absolutely.
experience it first and only then that's why I gave you the caution before we started the session that if I'm able to
Right.
give it, I would definitely give it to you. Because there's no point in doing that. Why should I tell something that I don't know?
Mm.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Is there any other doubt that you want to ask me? Is there any other question?
No, there is no question. I just wanted to have a casual conversation. I think it's gone good. It was going good. Just give me 1 second. My picture is
Yeah,
very
sure.
blurred. I don't know
Sure,
why.
sure. Sure, sure.
And I'm realizing it after the complete video.
Your
I
mind
was,
was not here. That's the
my
problem.
mind was only I was listening to you actually. I did
Hmm.
not notice that I was looking blur.
No, it was okay for me. You didn't look blur
Mm,
for me.
I don't know. I feel so. Now it is fine, but earlier it was quite little bit. It's blur. It was not clear. The camera was not clean.
Is it? Oh, I didn't feel that. I think it was okay. Anyway, yes.
Yeah.
So that's with vocabulary. It's always good to go with synonyms, not anything else. It's just
Hmm.
replacing the same word with an unfamiliar word, but the sentence or the meaning doesn't change. That's the
Right.
thing with synonyms, right? So it's always good to go with synonyms. You can also use gloomy. That's also a good word to suggest your emotion right now,
Gloomy.
because Karishma looks a bit gloomy today.
Yeah.
She doesn't look happy, or she doesn't look delighted today. She's a bit gloomy today, maybe because she's drained out or she's
Mhm.
feeling under the weather. It can be anything. Right. So I just in one go itself I finished using all the words.
Right. I've
Right.
noticed.
Yeah. So try, it's not about using all that, it's about expressing things. I can express it in any way I want. It's just that you need to know how to express it. In your mother
Mm.
tongue, it's very easy. You can just randomly say anything you want.
Right.
Right. But when it comes to a language which you're not familiar with, it takes a little bit of time. But then eventually you'll get there. I can assure you that. But time. Time is something that you have to wait for.
Yeah,
It doesn't
everything
wait
needs
for you,
time.
you have to wait for it.
Needs
Right.
time. That's true.
Exactly. Yes. Okay. So I think, Karishma, that's for today's class. You can go back to your son. I know that you're a bit frustrated because of that. It's okay. Anyway, I hope some information was, useful for you today. And I hope you use all those words also. Right.
Right. No, definitely. Whole session is actually useful. That's why I was listening very carefully because you said absolutely right. There is no use of using advanced words until you are perfect in grammar and all. Like the basic things should be
Exactly.
clear first. You should know how to express yourself and then you can go for the vocabulary. But yeah,
Vocabulary.
I feel that I still make grammatical errors and I'm still working on that. And I'm
Yes.
pretty sure that I will be able to speak proper, correct English within
Exactly.
few months because
Exactly.
now I start putting efforts. Earlier, I was not putting any extra efforts to into this because I was quite busy with my family and kids. But now he's 2 years old. I am getting some time for myself and to work
Exactly.
on my things. Yeah,
Exactly. It's gonna go good. And I think you're a very capable person. You have that potential in you. It's just that you need to work on it a little bit. Right.
right.
No problem.
Okay,
Okay. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful day ahead. Take care.
okay, bye bye.
Bye.